The poem that I chose is Deaf Republic by Ilya Kaminsky. The poem is, each man has a quiet that revolves around him as he beats his head against the earth, but I am laughing hard and furious. I pour a glass of pepper vodka and toast the gray wall. I say we were never silent. We read each other's lips and said one word 4 times, and laughed 4 times in loving repetition. We read each other's lips to uncover the poverty of laughter. Touch the asphalt with fingers to hear the cool earth of Vasenka. Deposit ears into the raindrops of a fisherman's tobacco hair. And whoever listens to me, being there and not being, lost and found and lost again, thank you for the feather on my tongue, thank you for our argument that ends, thank you for my deafness, Lord, such fire from a match you never lit. About Ilya Kaminsky. He was born in 1977 in Odessa, Ukraine. Due to mumps at an early age, he became partially deaf. He started writing poems as a youth in the Soviet Union until he emigrated to the United States in 1993, where his family was granted political asylum. He is the director of the Harriet Monroe Poetry Institute in Chicago, and he has earned many prizes, including the Metcalf Award for his different poems. Some other awards that he has won include in 2019 he won the Academy of American Poets Fellowship. 2008 he won the Whitting Award, which is annually awarded to 10 emerging writers in fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and plays. And in 2004 he won the 4-Word Book of the Year Award in Poetry. Thesis Statement. Everyone has struggles that they are going through in life, but we as individuals cannot dwell on them, but rather be grateful for the life we were given. And a quote from the poem is, each man has a quiet that revolves around him as he beats his head against the earth. Thank you for the feather on my tongue. Thank you for our argument that ends. Thank you for my deafness, Lord, such fire from a match you never lit. Evaluation of the poem. He starts the poem off with a rather interesting statement, which is, each man has a quiet that revolves around him as he beats his head against the earth. What he's saying is, each person has a different struggle that they are going through in life that could be consuming their lives. No one person's struggle is the same as another's. He can relate to people when it comes to struggles in life. Even though he may not be able to directly relate to everyone's different struggles, he can relate in a sense that he grew up living partially deaf. Instead of being upset and blaming the world for his deafness, he instead uses it as a sort of motivation to excel in life. He thinks of his deafness as a sort of blessing from God. Reoccurring themes. The first one is being grateful for what life gives you. And a quote to justify that is, thank you for my deafness, Lord, such fire from a match you never lit. The second reoccurring theme is, don't let struggles in life weigh you down. And the quote for that is, each man has a quiet that revolves around him as he beats his head against the earth, but I am laughing hard and furious. Both of these themes have something in common, that being that even though Ilya is partially deaf, he doesn't let that slow him down in life. For quote 1, instead of being mad about being deaf, he is rather thanking God for the gift or blessing he was given. For quote 2, he acknowledges the people have struggles they are going through. Meanwhile, instead of being upset with the cards he was dealt in life, he would rather laugh about his struggles and reflect on how they helped him grow in life. A couple of my favorite lines from the poem include, I say we were never silent, we read each other's lips and said one word 4 times, and laughed 4 times in loving repetition. We read each other's lips to uncover the poverty of laughter. Why this is my favorite line is, even though he can't hear everything that is going on around him, that doesn't keep him silent. He is saying that he and someone else that can be inferred as being deaf too are reading each other's lips to take the place of being able to hear laughter. He uses the word poverty to show the lack of laughter that goes on in their lives. A second line that I like is, thank you for my deafness, Lord, such fire from a match you never lit. Why that is because, again, he is looking at his deafness as a blessing rather than looking at it as a disability or downfall of his life like he very easily could. He is thanking God for giving his life such a fire from something that he can't have. Conclusion. The main objective of this poem is to show the readers that no matter what struggle you are going through in life, don't give up because it can and will get better. You can overcome any adversity that life throws at you. Ilya uses being deaf as an example of him overcoming a huge mishap in life. He doesn't use it as an excuse, but rather treats it like a blessing from God. All I know is that if I was in Ilya's shoes in life, I don't think I would be able to look at everything that is going on the same way that he does.